What's up, guys? So I was asked the question: should we observe the law, or are we required to follow the law in our day and age now? And the short answer would be no. If you want to observe the law and still follow the Sabbath, the Feast of Tabernacles, and all those things, yes, you can do that. But what some people are trying to make it out is that you're not following Christ by not observing the Sabbath or not, following the Jewish traditions. And that's a very bad interpretation of that the Old Testament. Those they were required to follow those laws because Jesus has set them apart, and that's how they were known, how to live and how not to follow these other gods, these pagan gods. And if you go all through the Old Testament, you will understand it was a reason why they were doing this, and the Bible clearly states, and it is clearly written, they were to observe this throughout all their generation, meaning that generation that saw it leading up into the next. But that was ultimately just a part from the bigger picture where eventually it was going to go. Jesus was always going to be the way. So I don't understand how some people get sidetracked by saying that you are required to follow the laws, the Levitical laws, and that's just not necessary. Uh, and I'm not saying that they are not just that they should just be done away with, because they're deeply rooted in the Jewish culture. And I'm saying that if you want to do it, yeah, it's fine, you can do it, but trying to make someone else do it and trying to make them believe that it's a heaven or hell situation, that you're not following Christ, that's just unbiblical, and you're not doing good Bible study. So I don't know where people are getting this from. I kind of have idea because I've come across guys like that, and as we went through the scriptures, they went their way and I went my way. But one thing they know, that I'm not a weak person. You can't just come to me and just start saying stuff if it's not in the scriptures. Because so basically, if you're saying that we should still be observing the laws and we are required to observe the laws, basically what you're saying is that what Jesus did on Calvary is basically for nothing, is not enough. We need something else. And we know that's not. When God gave his son and Jesus died on the cross, that was enough. That was our salvation. They no longer needed a sacrifice. That was the main part of a lot of these laws. It was about cleansing. It was about sacred space, about Yahweh's space being sacred and not tainted. But that's really what